Hello, it's Isaac Adebi here from Addis Academy, and in this video, I'm going to be learning how to become a master at any skill in 6 months. How to become a master at any skill in 6 months. So, approximately, it takes, let's say, let me say at least 6 months to become a master at anything, whatever you're doing. And then in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the things that I know that would help anyone if you are just getting started, even if you are just starting today on any skill at all, whether graphic design, video editing, web design, any skill at all that you're looking to master. I'll just be giving you some of the things you should pay attention to become a master at them in 6 months or less than that. All right, and the very first thing I would want to say, the number one thing I would say is get your why. Now, the reason you are going after a skill, it's very, very important. The reason you are learning something, it's very, very important, because it allows you to be very, very intentional about learning that particular thing. Now, the reason many people cannot read every day is because they don't see any reason to read. I'm talking about personal development book. The reason you might just get started on a skill and you might not even take it serious is if you don't really have a strong reason you should take it serious. So you want to first of all discover your why. Why are you learning this skill? Why do you have to become a master at this skill? When you understand the reason you are to go after these things, you understand the reasons you are to master your skill, then you know that you are supposed to master your skill. One of the reasons why you should really master your skill is it's very, is just this: people want to work with those that are experts. That's just it. It's very, very easy for you to get clients, for you to get people to pay you for what you're doing when you're very, very good at it. That's just it. Like it's just like the default for everybody. If you go somewhere, let's say you want to employ someone to work for you, you prefer to employ somebody that is very, very good, unlike someone that is not very, very good. So that's just it. So if you really focus on becoming very, very good at what you're doing, you are going to be able to get more clients. You're able to make more money than somebody that is just on an average level. So it's very, very important for you to own your skills. It's very important for you to develop your skill to the fullest of your capacity, right? So understand why you need to master the skill. Once you understand the reason, once you have that why at the back of your mind, you would always show up every single time. Now, the very first thing after understanding your why is, which is number 2, is learn the basics. So learn the basics of the skill. Every skill has a basic. Every skill has a foundation. We have foundational topics, so have foundational things you need to know. So first of all, learn these basics. So let me take a skill as an example. You can also apply it to your own skill. So let me take graphic design as an example. Now, there are basic things. There are basic things that every designer needs to know. So if you're just getting started on the skill of graphic design, you should first of all learn this basic. It's just like if a child is to grow up and become a very, very gigantic man, right? And put it in that way, that child has to start by drinking milk. It doesn't start by eating meat or by eating solid food. He starts by taking milk, and then after taking milk, he starts by taking soft food before he advances to taking meat or other strong food. So if you are just getting started, you want to first of all learn the basic. You want to learn the rudiments of the skill. You don't want to just go after, you don't start running after understanding, learning, like for example, a graphic designer trying to learn how to create flyer design on the first day. Like that's you trying to jump the process. So you want to first of all understand the basics of the skill. Understand what is the skill about itself. What are the things you need to bear in mind? What is the mindset to you learning the skill? What are the basic elements you need to know? What are the basic principles you need to know? You understand? So you want to first of all understand the basics of the skill. And then the second thing is you want to master the principles. You want to master the principles. So there are principles behind every skill. Like for example, we have principles of graphic design. There are principles behind copywriting, principles behind web design, principles behind every kind of skill. You need to understand the basic principles, because these principles are what would guide you on your journey in that skill. If you don't understand the principles behind any skill, it's going to be very, very hard for you to function well. It's going to be very hard for you to produce results or create better things using that particular skill set. So you want to understand the basic principles of whatever skill you are looking to learn. So you might not really get most of this online, or you might not get most of them on YouTube, or that's why you might need to have to pay somebody to guide you. But the goal here is you want to understand the basic principles or the principles of that skill itself, because when you know the principles, you know what to work with. You know the laws that are guiding whatever you are doing, and it's going to help. It's going to give you an edge. It's going to give you a direction of how to proceed mastering that particular skill. And then the next thing, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4, which is number 4, is to learn every day. Now, if you're just getting started on a skill, you need to learn every day to develop yourself. Just like you eat every day to grow yourself, your normal body, your natural body. You want to grow yourself every day. You want to make sure that you are adding height, or you are becoming fatter. You want to eat every day, right, so that you can continually grow. The same thing, if you want to develop any skill, you need to learn every day. It's not about trying to watch all the videos you can watch in one day. No, watching one video every day, making sure every day something new is being added to your knowledge. Every single day, make sure you are learning something. This is one very, very important ways to develop any skill. Don't let a day pass by without you learning anything, especially if you're just getting started. Even if it's as small as a YouTube video, or as small as reading a book concerning your skill, or just reading a content, make sure every single day you are adding at least one little knowledge to what you knew before concerning that particular skill. So learn every single day. And then the next thing is start with free, but don't stop at free. Now, if you are getting started on any skill, don't allow lack of money to make you not to start. Like if you feel, oh, I have to pay this guy, so I have to buy this course before I get started on this skill. If you don't have the money for it, there are a lot of free courses, there are a lot of free materials that you can start with. So start with free. Don't stop yourself from learning a skill because you don't have money. As a matter of fact, the fact that you don't have money should be one of the driving force for you to want to learn that skill, so you can make money. So start with free. There are free materials on YouTube, there are free courses out there, there are free contents you can study, there are free books you can download. So start with free, but as you proceed, as you advance, don't stop at free, because you can't learn everything. What I mean to say is that you can't get all of the key important things around your skill for free. You would have to pay at some point. You would have to pay persons to teach you, because the truth is that no matter how good you think a free content is, the free content can never tell you everything you need. There are things that would never be shared for free. You would have to pay to actually get access to them. So it's very, very good for you to start with free. If you don't have the resources, just get started. Now, as you proceed, as you probably start putting the skill to use and start working for clients, or you're making money, then make sure you are investing in yourself. So you pay people to now teach you, so you can add more to your knowledge. So start with free, but don't stop at free. And then the 7th thing is practice every day. There is a very, very popular quote that says, practice makes perfect, and then Steve Harvey will tell you that that's wrong. Practice leads to improvement, right? So that's just true. Practice leads to improvement. If you want to improve on anything at all, take for example, if you see all of these footballers, all of these athletes, like you see, they used to practice every day. When like these people that go for Olympics, they practice every single day. You see them always going to the gym, always running, always doing exercise every day, because they are looking to practice, to become better, to improve on themselves, so that when the competition starts, they are going to be very, very equipped, and most times they are able to win, right? So you want to practice every single day. Practicing is a learning process, but it's quite different from learning. You learn every day, that is you just studying, right? But then you also practice every day. So for example, a graphic designer, this is different from you replicating designs. You can actually come up with briefs and then design every day. Just practice. You can take something and then just try to practice that thing every day. Practice every single day. Now, practicing should, or let me put it, practicing should be something that is not so easy to do. Now, if you see these boxers, if you see them practicing before they go into the ring, practice is not something that they do and they are smiling. So practice most times should be something that is uncomfortable for you. It's not something that should be quite easy for you. That's why I said that, especially as a designer, you should not just replicate other people's design and call it practice, because if you are replicating people's design, most times it's something that is easy, something you can just do even with your eyes closed. So that's really not practice, because if you do that constantly, you'll notice that you won't still see any improvement in your own designs. That means what you are doing is not working. So when you're practicing daily, you are trying to do something that you cannot do before. So for example, you look at the way this guy did this particular thing. I don't know how this guy did this. Okay, let me try to create this kind of thing. And then most times, even if you don't get it, you've actually done a very, very good job, because what you've done is you've learned in the process, and you've actually practiced that day. So you want to practice every single day. Practicing every day is you're trying to put anything you've learned to use. You're trying to just, okay, this is what I learned today. I learned how to use this particular thing. Okay, yeah. So let me try to work it out. Let me try to do something for me. And when you do it, you might not even need to post it, because it's just you practicing. It's not necessary you having to post it to show people that, hey, yeah, I can do this. No, it's just you trying to develop yourself. So practice every day. There was a challenge I used to do before. That was like a 30 days challenge where I create designs every day for 30 days. And this challenge really helped me, because it was not so easy, especially when it was getting to like half of the day. It was very hard, but then I just had to keep at it, and it really improved my design skills. So practice every single day if you really want to become very good at your skill. If you want to master your skill, practice every day. If you're a designer, design every single day. This is different from your client's job. If you are a video creator, create videos every day. If you are a content writer, write every day. If you're a copywriter, write every day. Write every day. Like, practice your skill every single day if you truly want to become a master at your skill. And then the next one, which is number 8, is get a mentor or get a teacher. Get somebody you can be accountable to. Now, if you are just getting started, you need somebody that has gone far ahead of you to hold your hands. That's the fastest that's the fastest way to go. If you are going somewhere and you don't know the place, you need direction. You need somebody to like follow you through that place, so you know how to just move. You have to move very fast. So get a mentor or get a teacher. Get somebody that can help you. That person will be able to show you the right things, to be able to guide you. Like, you don't have to go through a lot of stress. You don't have to try, and you have to do try and error like countless time. You don't have to learn by experience. You just learn by this person's experience. You don't have to make mistakes on your own. You just have to follow this person. So get a mentor, get a teacher that can help you. Most times you would have to pay these persons, and most times you don't have to pay these persons. Like, there's a little secret I can tell you. If you want to get teachers, that you don't have to pay them. You just want, and that simple thing is just, you just have to follow them. And how do you do this? You take action on anything they say. So let's say somebody posted on a status, oh, if you want to get more clients, do so. Go and do that thing that person says, and when you do it, and then come back and tell the person, oh, I did this thing you said, this was what happened, how can I proceed from here? That person going to feel like, wow, you actually did this thing. Because most times people see content and they don't even put them to use, but then when you show interest, that person takes you more serious, and then you do that constantly, before you know, that person will be interested in you. The person can even give you, like someone like me, I can even give you my free courses. I can give you all my courses for free, because I know that you are serious about a particular thing. You get. On the other hand, you can also pay people to have access to them. But the main thing here is you want to get somebody that you're accountable to. You want to get somebody that can teach you, someone that can mentor you, someone that can guide you. It's not just about it's not just about learning the skill from them. It's about gaining from their experience, because they have gone far ahead of you. They clearly know more than you, so they can truly guide you on how to proceed, right? And then the next thing is take corrections and do them. Now, this is a mistake I see a lot of persons make. If you want to be a master at your skill, you need to know how to take corrections. You need to know how to receive criticisms from persons. If you are a graphic designer and somebody's correcting your design, listen to what they say and correct them. If you're a copywriter and you write a copy and it's like people say it's stupid, or it's annoying, or it doesn't make any sense, listen to them, take the correction and put them to work. That's the only way you can grow. You know, when you're in secondary school, we do assignments, and then we do classwork, and then we fill them most times, and then they do the corrections, and then we write the corrections down. We correct those things so we don't make the same mistake again, and then we're able to move from that class into the next class, and then now we're in university, and then now we've graduated. That's because of we were taking those corrections. So if you want to master your skill, you need to listen to corrections and actually take them. Not just listen to corrections and just ignore them. Just listen to them and work on them, so that you won't repeat the same mistake again, and that way you are able to truly improve. And then lastly is take on jobs or create case studies. Now, there's a big difference between practicing and creating designs for yourself and actually working for other people. If you want to improve your skills, start taking up jobs from other people. Now, you can start taking jobs for free if you don't know how to charge, or you can even put a price on what you are doing. Yeah, the goal here is to take on jobs, because there's a big difference between just designing for yourself or writing content for yourself than when somebody gives you a job to do. When the person gives you a job, you are faced with a task, you are faced with a problem that you have to profile solution too. So this is quite, it's always harder than when you're just doing stuff yourself, because now you are going to be working with something that you've not seen before, something that is real, and then that consciousness helps you to want to do better. So take on jobs. It might be free, it might be paid. Take on jobs from people and work on them. You can do this regularly, you can do this constantly. You don't have to bother about them paying you or not. The goal here is you want to master that skill. So you want to take on jobs, and then you want to do these things. You want to do them very, very well. And even if you don't have jobs to take, you can also create case studies. So case studies are like, you can just sit down. What I used to do is I just sit down and I try to picture a brand that, let's say a brand that does not exist, like a shoe brand, and then I'll just give the brand a name, like let's say Ronald shoes, that, and then I'll, like a design, I can create logo for the brand, I can create flyers for the brand. I try to present the brand like a real brand. So it's like I'm creating a case study for myself, right? And this kind of things, they help me improve massively. Another thing this does for you is it gives you a level of results. So let's say you've worked for free for some brands. Let's say as a copywriter, you've written some copies. You can save these copies up into your Google Drive or into your documents, and then you have them. So whenever you want to go out for jobs, people ask you, oh, which job have you done? You can just send them those jobs you've done. You get, so you want to work, you want to take on jobs and you want to do them. So this way you're going to be, you're able to master your skill very, very well. So I hope this actually help you. I think I've listed 10 things that would help you if you want to master your skill in 6 months. As a matter of fact, 6 months is even too much. If you follow these things, I mean, if you truly follow these things, you'll be so surprised at what's going to happen to you under 4 months. So thank you very much for listening to this video. I'm sure you learned something. If you have any question concerning what I explained in this video, just drop them in the comment section and I'll be right there to answer you. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and then I'll see you next Friday.